Hi, good morning world. What a nice sleep. Ha, just kidding. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be that much. As long as its quality is good, we're happy. At least. Well, these are how our days start. They're not the same. Everyone has a lot of different needs, different family, different culture. But beyond those things, we know that we are one. We're a medical student. All of the happiness, nervousness, worries, even sadness gather on the sweet lovely room. The quiet evidence, a place in which we feel a lot of feelings. A place which will be the first witness of our first journey as a collegian. Our activities are kind of like similar every single week. Well, it's like a cycle to be honest. But yeah, it's kinda special. 7:45, exactly 15 minutes before it starts. We gotta be in a room included a table, chairs, and a whiteboard. And in this place, we kinda do a thing called, like problem-based learning. And yeah, because we have to like discuss something and normally call it a trigger case. And yeah, it's a normal case, like my knee, am I dying? And yeah, then we gotta follow a rule called 7 jump step to discuss it directly. And this is one of our activities known as tutorial. Because yeah, there will always be a tutor, like a teacher, to keep our discussion directed to the goal, and well, also to keep it not scattered as it shouldn't be. We are given 2 hours long to do tutorial, but it doesn't take that long usually, or this only happens on a freshman like us, probably. Then we usually use this few times to do some additional activities like going to the canteen, doing the undone homework, and the undone project, or yeah, toilet or something. The next thing we shall do is a thing called lecture. Well, as it should be, it's delivered by a lecturer, and then we kind of have to sit for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, paying attention to everyone, included lecturer, our friends, or someone else presenting something. Yeah, there's a lot of stories in the middle of the lecture, but well, let's keep it secret. Who knows? But we're kind of happy when the resting time arrives. We don't really need to be afraid of an unexpected lecture or any other sudden activities. We usually eat lunch at the canteen, and some of us bring their meal from their house. This is literally the only time we could do some additional things to, like playing games, doing some interactions and organization, and again, the undone project. 1 hour, pretty long enough to do a lot of things. We could laugh, we could do something useful. But after that, the other activities are on the list. Those are skill up and practice lab. As it was named, we learn a lot of skills like using microscope, washing hands, measuring vital signs, and many other skills that will be learned after. In this section of learning as a medical student, we are taught to be like a real doctor. We kind of have to play a role, and there's a person casting as a patient, and the other one is a doctor. We are also given 2 hours long to learn a skill. And then there are laboratories too, like anatomy, histology, pharmacology, and microbiology, and many other else. We kind of have to spend this time to like practice something, but I kind of like to say it learning by the real object. This is the only time that would be the only way for a collegian like us to study using the very real items. But hey, it is always fun. We were given material before we got into practice lab, and some of the analyzer holds a test like a pre-test and post-test, and well, they're always tense and get on our nerves. We usually stay in the campus until like 3, but sometimes we gotta be here until like 5 in case of additional, lecture, organizational activities. But after that, every single person is free to do other activities like sports, gymnastics, studying, and many other else. So, that was us.